So guys, P2B has come out to tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu to return us to regional government. Enough is enough. The way the Fulani herdsmen are killing people in Nigeria and the insecurity in Nigeria is rising every day by day. So guys, let's keep this thing running. Let me tell you guys exactly what P2B said. So guys, what is really the point of living in a country where some people are treated as if they are gods above the law, while others are buried every single day? I'm talking about the Fulani herdsmen. Yes, those same herdsmen that have terrorized states like Benue, Plateau, Southern Kaduna, and even parts of Enugu and Edon, and still work freely. We've reached our breaking point. Now, those were people hiding in their homes, whispering emergency message as Fulani herdsmen stormed their village. They were not soldiers, they were not armed. They were ordinary Nigerians in their bedrooms, begging for their lives as gunmen moved to their houses. Over 4,000 people killed since 2015. There have been reports from Guma in Benue and in Plateau and even Southern Kaduna, as they say that over 4,000 people were killed since 2015. Dozens of attacks just in the past month. Entire villages abandoned and was taken over. Then this is what a resident said. He said, "We were hiding under our beds while they burnt our houses." This is what a resident in Plateau State said. And guess what? No single arrest, no federal government, no outrage from the Aso Rock ever since this case started. Now let me ask you, how did we reach this point? Like, how did we reach to the point whereby the Fulani herdsmen will attack us and we can't do anything about it? How did the Fulani herdsmen become scared cows, literally and figuratively? Why farmers, traders, and protesters get arrested at will, herdsmen get police escorts in some states, presidential silence on their crimes, security withdrawal from affected areas, open grazing is banned by law in many southern states, but who is enforcing it? Nobody. This is what the former governor of Benue State once said. He said that the former governor of Benue State once said, "My people are being killed daily. I have written over 40 letters to the presidency, but to no avail. Let's stop pretending. Open grazing is outdated. Insecurity will never end until it's abolished nationwide. Why the ban on open grazing matters? This is why it matters. Farmers vs herdsmen clashes claim thousands of lives yearly. Cattle destroy farmlands and livelihoods. Criminal elements hide among herders to attack communities." Now, what is the solution? These are the solutions we need in Nigeria right now. Implement full ranking policies, provide land in ancestral zones of herders, enforce strict border controls to prevent foreign fighters entering through Niger and Chad. Now, if they want to rear cows, let them get their land, build ranks, and operate like every legitimate business. Enough of using cows as cover, for terrorism. Enough. There was even the worst part is that the people in power don't even care. They don't even care. Even when this Benue massacre happened, they don't care about what is happening. People in power don't even care. Fulani herdsmen announcing as people who are above the law, above prosecution, the real owners of Nigeria, as some elites suggest, untouchable no matter the evidence against them. When the victims protest, they are labeled tribalists or agitators, but when the herders kill, it is called clashes. We are being told to coexist with our killers, but those in Aso Rock are safe in bulletproof convoy. If this government can't protect us, then let us protect ourselves, and they should return us to original rule. Under regional government in 1954 to 1966, every region managed its own security. Laws reflected regional realities. Resources were controlled locally. Peace was far more achievable. That is in the regional government. So we need to return to the regional government, because that is only where peace can prevail. We must restructure or dissolve. The system is broken. Tinubu, do something now, or this country will scatter before your eyes. Now, to all Nigerian citizens, this is what we should ask ourselves. Are we safe in this country? Do we feel protected, or do we even feel like an equal? Now, if your answer is no, then you already know that Nigeria is not working. It's time to speak up. Demand restructuring, demand security, demand justice. That is what we need to do now. Many people have been complaining about the insecurity. Just like P2B said, they should return us to regional government. Enough is enough to this insecurity. Enough is enough to these Fulani herdsmen that are attacking us in our country. We cannot just keep folding our hands and watch these people, take over Nigeria just like that. If they want to do rear their cows, they should go to their own state and rear their cows there. Even if any southeast want to buy car, or any south want to buy car, we'll go to the north and buy the car. But for now, they should carry their cows, and go. These aren't isolated incidents. This is a pattern of targeted attacks on indigenous communities across the Middle Belt. In Benue State, over 6,000 people killed between 2015 and 2024, reported by Amnesty International. Mass graves are now common. Thousands displaced are now living in IDP camps. In Plateau State, villages like Bokos, Riyom, and Bakin-Ladi are ghost towns today. Entire communities wiped out, their lands overtaken. Even retired military officers and traditional rulers are being attacked. In southern Kaduna, attacks in Christian majority areas while authorities remain silent. Communities claim military helicopters often fly over, doing nothing. Children grow up traumatized, no justice, no rebuilding. It's a silent genocide. If this were happening in Lagos or Kano, Nigeria would be shut down. Local youth leader Benue, that is what he said. This is what a local youth Benue leader said. He said if all these things was happening in Lagos and in Kano, Nigeria would be shut down by now. Now let's talk about hypocrisy. How does Nigeria handle crisis when it involves different ethnic groups? When IPOB members protest peacefully, they label them as terrorists. When Yoruba nation's agitators march, they are tear gas and arrested. When headsmen kill, they are called unknown gunmen, but everyone knows they are not unknown. Now this is it. We don't hate the Fulani, we hate the violence, but the government is protecting them by pretending they don't exist. The thing that people don't understand is that we don't hate the Fulanis, but what we hate is the violence. That is it. Now in 1999 Constitution Section 14 Chapter 2B, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of the government. That's what they said in the 1999 Constitution. Since it's this 1999 Constitution that they are now using, they should strive to obey what the 1999 Constitution said. The Section 14, Chapter 2B, it says, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of the government. So what have the government done about it since? But today, the government is failing on both fronts. The Constitution was imposed by the military. It was never written by the people. That's why it protects the center more than the regions. Like I always tell people have been asking me, who even wrote this 1999 Constitution? Now, I'll tell you that it's the military that wrote it. The Constitution was imposed by the military, and it was imposed by the military. It was never written by the people. That's why you see it's always protecting the center more than the regions. Now, Northern Nigeria has majority control of military and police, intelligence services, immigration and customs, oil blocks, and key federal appointments. A constitution that gives 68 powers to the federal government and only 12 to the states is a tool of oppression. What does it seem that chaos brings profit to certain elites? Security contracts awarded to loyalists. IDP camp food supplies inflated and was stolen. Crisis areas are used to manipulate elections and depopulate voting blocks. Now, a hungry, traumatized, displaced population cannot vote against tyranny. Let's clear the confusion. Calling for regional government is not for Nigeria to break up. Now, this is what regional government offers. In a federal system now, everything about a federal system is one size fits all laws. Now, but in a regional government is regional based laws and customs. In a federal system is centralized police, while in a regional government is state controlled police. In a federal system is loop-side revenue sharing, while in the regional government is resource control. In a federal system is ethnic imbalance, while in a regional government it is local leadership representation. Now, in federal system is no local accountability, while in regional government is regional responsibility. So this is the difference between it. Now, this worked before from 1954 to 1966 when regions developed at their own pace. Example, Awolowo gave free education in the west. Azikiwe focused on industry in the east. Saduna expanded agriculture in the north, all without interference from Aso Rock. One of the major reasons for agitations like Biafra is systematic injustice. If regionalism is restored, the southeast can develop without waiting for Abuja. The north can retain Sharia in its own zone without imposing it on others. Resource-rich areas can finally invest in themselves. When you suppress one region's development for the comfort of another, you build resentment, and that's how separatism growth. Now, citizens are now refugees in their own country. If you see so many IDP camps in Abuja and so many places, you see children that are born and raised in camp, no access to schools, healthcare, and electricity. Villagers say we've been abandoned, and this is what I say. If government fails to protect us, we'll protect ourselves, and that's how the civil war starts. When people start saying that, if the government has abandoned, then let us learn them to protect us. This is how the civil war starts. This is no longer Buhari. Tinubu is now in charge. Even as Tinubu is in charge, yet silence on Fulani killings, continues. If Tinubu truly wants to write his name in history, he must declare open grazing illegal and restructure Nigeria now, or risk what? Total collapse. Now, from the east to the west to the middle belt, Nigerians are tired. Protesters demand state police, lawmakers are pushing constitutional amendments, diaspora communities are calling for UN intervention. If Nigeria cannot protect its citizens, then maybe Nigeria as we know it is already dead. It's already dead. Anyway, guys, that's what we have for today. Please drop your comment below. What do you really think about this? The insecurity in the land and the way that P2B has asked the Bola Ahmed Tinubu to bring back to regional government. That is the best thing for us. So, guys, please drop your comment below and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.